One of the best first products that you can make in your online business is a course, a mini course. This is because it is the quickest way to get a paid product up and running other than one-on-one coaching. But in terms of a digital product that is a build it once, sell it many times product, the online course is the way to go. In this video, I'm going to tell you how exactly to build your first mini course. This is part of a series we're doing on the 6 steps to building your online business, to build a thriving online business. And I'm taking this straight from my free resource that I have available for you called the Super Simple Guide to Starting a Thriving Online Business. You can get that for free at lanesebring.com/supersimple. You can get the PDF guide and follow along with this video and all the other videos that I've done in this series. If you missed the last video that we did, you can find it right here, and it's on the importance of starting and growing your email list. This is the 6th and final step to starting your business. So if you haven't watched all the other ones, be sure to go do that. And right now we're going to dive into that 6th step. Before we do, my name's Lane. I love to help people replace their 9-to-5 income with a thriving online business without hustle, grind, or having to build a large social media following. If you want to start and grow your business, be sure to subscribe. All right, let's dig into step 6, which, by the way, if I look over to the side, I'm actually looking at the Super Simple Guide to Starting a Thriving Online Business. I'm looking at the PDF that you can get if you go to lanesebring.com/supersimple. Build an online course and offer it for sale. When you offer your audience a complete end-to-end solution to a specific problem, you can be paid handsomely. An online course is the perfect way to deliver that. So when you offer your audience, again, one of the things that I want to point out is that all throughout this series, we've been building the foundation for your online business, to start your online business. And one of the steps was to narrow down your target audience. We did that. We chose a niche. We got the target audience in place. We built a lead magnet that they would love. We developed a content strategy to reach those people. And we built our email list so that once we're making content for this target audience and we're attracting them with our lead magnet, we're getting them onto the email list. And now we are building an offer for that audience. And what makes this offer, the course, different than our free content is that it is a complete end-to-end solution to a specific problem. What does that mean? Well, let me walk through this because these words are really important to this process. It's complete. Your free content should be good, it should be valuable, but it is not a complete end-to-end solution. What makes a course a valuable proposition for a student, for a potential customer, for a buyer, is that rather than going and aggregating all of the free content that's out there and trying to piece it together into a complete solution, your course, your paid product, offers that wholeness and that completeness in a packaged product for that person. That's what makes it valuable. That's what makes it paid. And so we want to think about how we've built a content plan for the audience inside the niche that we've made. We've gotten all these people through our lead magnet. We've attracted them to our email list, and now they're sitting on this email list waiting for the next thing from us. Well, they're living their lives, but you get the idea. Like when it comes to us, right? They're waiting for the next thing from us. And we're continuing to offer free content week after week, but now it's time to offer something to these people that they can pay for, something that they can go deeper with us, something that will offer them value at a deeper level in a very specific way. So an online course is the perfect way to deliver that because we are going to solve a specific problem completely, end to end. So let's talk about building your first course. I suggest starting with a mini course, solving one problem in 6 to 8 lessons. So I love courses. I love building courses and releasing courses and having courses as an option for people to go deeper with my material and learn from me in a deeper way. The first mini course that I built was over at Preaching Donkey, and it was called Preaching Jumpstart. 7 lessons, and it was literally just one problem that I was solving. And that problem was, I got to write a message. How do I do it? How do I write a message and deliver that message? In 7 lessons, I walked through specifically how to write and deliver a message. That was all it did. Now, my flagship course for Preaching Donkey was called Killer Sermons Academy, and it went through literally everything that you need to have a thriving preaching ministry, from your planning aspect to the team that you have around you, to your schedule and your sermon prep workflow, to delivering your sermons, evaluating your messages, long-term planning, short-term planning. Everything was in there. So it solved a massive problem. And a lot of times when people are trying to figure out what course should I make, they think in terms of a flagship course. And they think, I need to just solve I need to do everything, my complete course system in one course. But that is a massive undertaking. I just did that for this brand, and it was a years-long process of testing material, working through with small groups of people until I got to the end product, the six-figure fast lane, which is my complete end-to-end system to replace your 9-to-5 income with a thriving online business without hustle, grind, or having to build a large social media following. I have that in a course, and that is my flagship course. And you can find that at lanesebring.com/fastlane. It actually takes everything that we've talked about in these 6 steps and it supercharges it, goes in way more depth, worksheets, downloadables, ways for you to take this and run with it at an even deeper level. And there's opportunities to work directly with me inside of the six-figure fast lane. All that is there. But I didn't start with building a flagship course. I've built many courses before, and I've had live cohorts and one-on-one coaching and group coaching, and I worked up to it. So I would suggest starting where you are, starting with a mini course. Don't try to solve every problem, just try to solve one. So going back to Preaching Donkey, the one problem that I was solving of how to write and deliver a message, I could put that in a mini course and I could make it relatively quickly, launch it relatively quickly, and help a whole lot of people relatively quickly and make a lot of money relatively quickly. I think you can do the exact same. Think about your niche and think about one problem that you can solve. Your target audience, the content that you're making, the plan that you have, what is one problem that you can solve? And really what you want to do is go back to one of the questions that I said to ask your people, and that is, where are you stuck? Like, what are your challenges? And where are you trying to go? What is your desired outcome? So where are you stuck and what are your goals? Those two things, the answers to those two questions will tell you what to put in your mini course, because what you'll see is you'll start to see patterns where people are telling you, I'm stuck here. I'm stuck here. And you'll see this over and over and over again. And then you'll start to see the other pattern emerge, and I want to get to this. I want to get over there. And you'll start to see how this challenge and frustration is connected to this end goal. This challenge is keeping them from getting to this end goal. And so if you put that together, you might see something emerge where you go, there's a problem that I can solve. There's a question that I can answer inside of a mini course in 6 to 8 lessons, and I can walk people through this. So when you're building the course, ask yourself, what am I helping people escape from? What better future am I helping them arrive to? And what are the milestones along the way? This is the way that I love to think about courses. What are we helping people escape from? What are we helping them arrive to? And then what are the milestones along the way that they need to know or do in order to get from where they're stuck to where they want to go? That's all a course really is. A course, if it's going to be transformative, if it's going to make money, if people are going to tell their friends about it and rave about it, it has to solve a problem. The way a course solves a problem is it takes people from where they're stuck to a better place, a better future. So the milestones become lessons in the course, and this takes people on a path from where they're stuck to where they want to be. Now, I'd want to mention a video that you can watch that will help you from a technical aspect of like how to build a course on Kajabi. You can check it out right here, how to create a course on Kajabi step by step. I highly recommend Kajabi for your entire online business, but what Kajabi does best, they do everything great, but they do courses the best. I mean, they started out as a course platform and they do them better than anyone. And so if you want to try Kajabi, lanesebring.com/Kajabi, you get a 30-day free trial. You get my 3 amazing exclusive bonuses, and you can get started on Kajabi and build your course on Kajabi. And by the way, if you've been tracking through this whole series, you should already be on Kajabi because you started your email list on Kajabi and you're building landing pages on Kajabi and all that. But if you haven't yet, Now is the time, especially when you start building your course, you want to do it on Kajabi. So I want to kind of think about how can you make your first $500 with a course? Because this guide, the super simple guide to starting a thriving online business, actually used to be called your super simple guide to your first $500. And I changed the name because the guide was way more involved than just your first $500. It was really an introduction to how to build an online business. So I changed the name, I updated it, revamped it, made it way better. But I like to think in terms of what does that first $500 look like? Because now we finally have a product. We're finally building a course. We're building a mini course in 6 to 8 lessons, solving one problem, getting people from where they're stuck to where they want to go, thinking in terms of where are we helping them escape from, what are we helping them arrive to, what are the milestones along the way. Each milestone is a lesson, and we're building that course. So what does it take to make $500 from that? Well, a great price for a mini course is somewhere between $50 and $100. I've said a lot about pricing. In fact, you can watch this video where I talk extensively about how to price your course. But $50 to $100 is high enough to have a perceived value, but low enough to be a quick decision for most people. So at $50, you only need to sell 10 courses to make your first $500. At $100, you only need to sell 5 courses to make your first $500. This is easier than you think if you put in the steps outlined above. And what's even cooler is that you can keep selling the course for years to come. So I want you to see that if you put all these pieces together, where you have your niche nailed down, you know exactly what you help people do. You have your target audience narrowed down. You know exactly who you're helping with the problem that you're solving. You have an incredible lead magnet. Like, it's valuable. It has a compelling promise. It delivers a quick win. You've got a great content plan. You know the platform that you're sharing content on. You have a good plan for what you're going to share. You've got an email list that is up and running and started, and you're growing it. And now you are building your first course. Now, at this point, you might be saying, where do I go from here? You might have questions like, will my niche actually make money? Am I going after the right target audience? How do I make a killer piece of content? We talked about how to make content, but what makes a piece of content just irresistible? What role does social media play in my business? What will make my course more valuable? Once I build my course, how do I launch it? Should I offer coaching, a membership site? How do I make my income automatic and passive? These are great questions, and I have solid answers for you that will give you a clear path for your business. This series and the Super Simple Guide is an introduction to how to start your business. And for those of you who want to go deeper into this, and you're like, I am ready to go to the next level, maybe you've walked through every one of these videos and you're just eager for more. Well, I want to show you how you can take the next step. If you go to lanesebring.com/fastlane, you can join the 6-figure fast lane. This is my complete end-to-end system, my complete program for replacing your 9-to-5 income with a thriving online business without hustle, grind, or having to build a large social media following. So it's everything that we've talked about in this series taken to the next level. How do you run this system in evergreen? How does your income become passive and automatic? What do you do week to week, month to month, keep your business running? And ultimately, how do you get to 6 figures in your online business? It's all in there, lanesebring.com/fastlane. At a minimum, in terms of today's video, if you just go check out lanesebring.com/fastlane, you'll see how I put together my sales page for my course, which will be really informative for you. If you're going to build a course and you want to launch it, look at that sales page and see how I put it together. You'll learn a lot from that. Let me know below what course you plan to make. And if your course is already made and you have a sales page, let's see it. We would love to check it out. We can go back and forth talking about the course and everything that you offer in it. Again, if you want this whole thing in a guide, lanesebring.com/supersimple. I'll see you in the next video.